Hey guys, Coach Joe here. I'm here to bring you our next Team Builder episode for our Week 6 matchup against the Los Angeles Aegislash and Coach LieutenantGold. As always, at least for the IBL, the International Battling League, and probably with the other leagues I'm going to be in, I'm probably going to do recaps and all that of last week. I'll always have the battle in the iCard and maybe even in the description below. But yeah, I want to also do a quick recap, look at their team or his team, and then go from building standpoint about what I want to bring for our matchup. So first and foremost, I wanted to bring up the standings after last week because last week was our debut match in the IBL against Shea and the Dallas Starmies. The iCard will be coming up right now, per se, if you want to get a quick look at that battle. It was unfortunate, in our debut, we took the loss, but, that just shows how good the opponents are in this league, that they're really that strong. And the fact that they want me to help them out in their season, which was already going on at the time of me joining them, that just shows a level of respect in the community that I am very grateful for. I'm grateful to all the coaches that I'm going to be battling. I'm grateful to Dark Devil 26 for allowing me to be a replacement coach, and I'm just happy to be putting out this content for you guys. Like, that's the most important thing, is that I can make stuff that you guys like at the end of everything. But as you can see, even with the loss, we're still in the hunt for the playoffs. I mean, it's mid-season right now. But, we're 3-2, tied for third place with the Los Angeles Aegislash, our opponent this week. We're barely ahead of them in the differential. So whoever wins this matchup will most likely go into first place, depending on the differential, overtaking the Minnesota Lycan Rocks. And the other one will be tied with the Vegas Golden Corviknights and the San Diego Snugglers for third to fifth place. So depending on the differential there, two of them will be in, one of them will be out. But going off of Lieutenant's team, it looks really strong on paper. I don't exactly know how good of a battler he is. I've never battled him before. I know that he is a very respectful individual. All these coaches are. I cannot stress that enough. They are very, very, very respectful. And they're all really strong too. Like, every battle I've ever had so far since doing all these draft leagues I joined, I'm very grateful just to be able to, be battling with these guys. Like, that's the most important thing. I don't care about the wins and the losses. I mean, it's nice to have the wins and the losses, but at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that when we match up and we have that battle, I'm giving them the battle that they deserve as a fellow competitor. And if they are content with what I'm giving them, then I can hold my head high, win or loss. But that's enough of the recap of the battle from last week and also the standings. Let's take a look at Lieutenant's team real quick, and then we'll get into the team builder aspect about what I plan to bring for him. So looking at his team, he's got Tauros, Sandslash, Rillaboom, Pelipper, Manectric, Kingdra, Jirachi, Hitmonlee, G-Max Dreadnought, Drapion, and Aromatisse. Now, off the top of just after reading that, we can all see two combinations right off the bat. The first combination is a quartet. He's got the Rain, Setter, and Pelipper, which will probably have Damp Rock, I would think, to maximize the rain turns. He's got Kingdra for Swift Swim. He's got Gigantamax Dreadnought for Swift Swim, which then boosts its G-Max Stone Surge, which will do massive damage and set up Stealth Rocks against me. And then he also has, if all else fails, he's got Manectric to just drop a giant bolt of lightning on me with Thunder. That's the first combination that he has on his team. The second combination, and I've seen this before, is Rillaboom plus Hitmonlee. Rillaboom sets up grassy terrain. It'll probably have the Choice Band, maybe Life Orb, maybe Assault Vest, but its main focus is to set up the grassy terrain and do whatever it needs to do, then send out Hitmonlee, and Hitmonlee will use Grassy Seed to get the defense boost, and by getting the defense boost, it'll activate Unburden, and then after activating Unburden, it will use Close Combat and just go to town. So that'll be an interesting combination right there. Sandslash, Cantonian Sandslash is very interesting. I've honestly never, I don't really know much about Cantonian Sandslash, to be fully honest with you guys, aside from, naturally it's ground type, because I normally just use the Alolan combination with Alolan Ninetales to get the Hail and the Slush Rush ability. I think it gets Sandveil, I believe. I'm not entirely certain about that, per se. I had to look it up, but of all of his Pokemon, that's one of the two that I'm least expecting to see when we match up. Tauros is next, and Tauros, very, very interesting. It's fast, it's strong, it gets Intimidate, it gets Anger Point. I don't think it gets Sheer Force as an ability, but if it does get Sheer Force, that is going to be problematic off the top of my head, because a Sheer Force Tauros with a Life Orb with that kind of physical attack, that is really nasty. But yeah, I'm going to have to be wary about the Tauros too. That's tier 2 in a sense of what I'm expecting to bring. Jirachi is next. And truthfully, guys, I'm about to be 24 years old. I'm going to be 24 on October 5th, and this battle will be going up on Sunday, September 27th. If you're watching this on the 27th, that's when it gets uploaded. I'm about to be 24, and I can promise you guys this: I have never once battled a Jirachi. This will be my very first battle against a Jirachi. I've used one before, and it was that Pokewalker event Jirachi that you got from the Pokewalker with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's the only Jirachi I have ever used in my life. So all I know about it is that it's Steel Psychic. I think its base stat total is 100s across the board. So I have to look that up. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I know it gets Doom Desire, which is essentially, I think it's the Steel type physical equivalent of Future Sight. I know it's definitely a Future Sight, but I just can't remember if it's the physical equivalent. I know it's also Steel type. That I do know. Next up is Drapion. And Drapion, I'll be fully honest with you guys, I'm also in a Showdown League as well, along with the IBL, the Victory Draft League, the Shiva Draft League, the Shadow Realm League, and the soon-to-start up Universal Gaming Association 128 Team VGC League. But in the Seafoam Islands League, where I just had my battle last night at the time of this recording is going on Wednesday. The battle plus team builder will go up on Sunday as one video. I battled my friend Ari, and she's been my scrimmage partner in Seafoam Islands this entire season so far. Yesterday was, it wasn't a scrimmage match. It was for real against her. And, I always knew she was strong. She was a really good battler. She had great team, great composition. And honestly, Drapion was a great bring for this battle. It was its first match since being brought. And it was very fortunate. I do want to thank Ari if she does see this video. I don't know if she does. But I do want to thank her very much for that battle again, because it was just further confirmation of why she's such a good battler. And I look forward to battling with her many, many more times in the future. And then finally is Aromatisse. And like Jirachi, I don't know much about it. I really don't. Because all I know is that it evolves from Spritzy while it's traded holding a sachet. I don't know much about its defenses. I don't know much about its attacks. I think it's slow. I know it's a fairy type naturally. But I honestly don't know much about it other than that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in that matchup, if he even so much decides to bring Aromatisse, but I'm really not anticipating it. I'm anticipating Pelipper plus G-Max Dreadnought, Hitmonlee, Rillaboom, Tauros, and either Jirachi or Manectric, to be fully honest with you guys. But that's enough of the preview. Let's get into the actual team builder side of things, and I'm going to show you guys what I plan to bring for our matchup. So it's basically going to be much of the same that I've used in the past with my battles. I plan to use the Alakazam setup. Sorry, I'm lowering the webcam so that you guys can see a little bit more about what I'm doing. I'm bringing Alakazam again this week. D-Gleam, Psychic, Focus Blast, Energy Ball, Life Orb plus Magic Guard. Maximize the attack without any of the recoil. Max special attack, max speed, timid nature, so it outspeeds just about everything on his team. Next up is Stag, the Vikavolt. Bug Buzz, Air Slash, Thunderbolt, Sticky Web, giving a little bit of extra special defense. And it's going to have max special attack, good HP. Sticky Webs is coming out for the first time. Get a little extra chip damage and also set up against him because off the top of his team, the only one I can see that can learn Rapid Spin is regular Sand Slash. So I'm not anticipating that. So if I don't see the Cantonian Sand Slash, I'm leading with Stag. I'm setting up webs. Next up is Bloomin' Onion. This week I'm giving it the Koba Berry just for the Pelipper and the Kingdra because they can learn Hurricane. Again, the Koba Berry, while it's Gigantamax, it'll at least allow me to hit the G-Max Vine Lash. I'm also going to give it Outrage in case I see Kingdra, because Max Wormwind I think will knock it out. Have to do the Calyxar Earth Powers there, if I want to get the extra special attack to, survive maybe another Hurricane after the Kaba Berry. So not entirely certain about that. Hitmontop is coming out next. I'm giving it the Assault Vest with Intimidate this week to minimize the Rillaboom, the Hitmonlee, and the Tauros too. Giving it Assault Vest, Triple Axle, Bullet Punch. I'm giving it Endeavor because this one's going to be, I'm going to try my best to hold off on Endeavor, but if I can get Endeavor off and survive, I click that move, I click Bullet Punch, and whatever's on, whatever Pokemon he has, it's either going to, take a sacrifice or it's going to be knocked out. Tyranitar's next. Tyranitar's making its, if I remember correctly, I think it's its debut. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm giving Tyranitar, of all things, the Focus Sash. And you're probably thinking, why am I doing that? Well, the answer is very simple. Focus Sash, I deliberately send it out against that Rillaboom, and then I click Avalanche. I thought about going counter, but I figured, why not? Let me get a little bit of extra. Let me get a little creative. Let me get a little techie on him. Giving it Avalanche, giving it Crunch, Rock Slide, Earthquake. It'll be there to, necessarily just take one knockout and then go down to whatever he goes with afterwards. And then finally is Silvally. I don't know what memory I'm going to give it this week. I mean, I could go ground memory because he's got, weakness to ground, weakness to ground, weakness to ground. I could go ice type because, weakness to ice, weakness to ice. But that's not it. I could go, steel, weakness to steel. I could go fighting. I could go fire. Could go dragon. Could go fairy. Not entirely certain exactly what I want to bring for its memory, but it's going to be something for sure. The attacks are going to stay the same. It's going to get the stat from multi-attack. It's going to get U-turn if I want to, get it out of there as quick as I can, so I don't like the matchup. I'm giving it Thunderfang because of the Pelipper. It could help out with the Pelipper. And then if I just really want to go big or go home, I'll just click the Boom. I'll click Explosion, and I'll go from there. So that's going to be the end of this Team Builder episode, everybody. Or at least the Team Builder part of this video, ladies and gentlemen. I will be attaching this video to the battle itself from the, when I edit it later. But I hope you guys are excited. I'm hoping to give Lieutenant a good matchup and, get our first win in the IBL. We'll see you guys at the battle. Hey there, everybody. Coach Joe here of the Atlanta Talonflames. So long story short, guys, we tried to connect through the LAN server and everything for the IBL in this matchup against the Los Angeles Aegislash, but unfortunately we were unable to come about and get it to work. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sending a message to our opponent, lieutenant. But yeah, we tried the LAN server. We tried like 5 different servers, and no matter what we could do, it just would not connect whatsoever. So we're going to be doing this battle on Showdown today, guys. Again, I apologize for this. I know it. I feel bad about it. I know Lieutenant feels bad about it. But we just hope to make sure that, at the end of the day, we're giving you guys a good matchup at the end of the day. So, as we can see here, we got Sylvali, Tyranitar, Hitmontop, Venusaur, Vikavolt, and Alakazam. And we see he brought the 3 Rain combo, he brought the Unburdened combo, and he brought Jirachi. So, makes me wonder what he's going to lead. I kind of want to lead with Vikavolt here. But first and foremost, I'm going to make sure that I say good luck, have fun to him. Yeah, I'm going to lead with Vikavolt here. Sends out Pelipper. Okay, good. Very good. He's most likely going to switch out, expecting a electric type move to get a lightning rod boost, which is why I send out the sticky webs. Oh, Rillaboom comes out. Okay. Still got the sticky webs out. And then we get off the Bug Buzz. Has knockoff, knocks off the heavy duty boots, and we get a KO right off the bat. Let me also try to. There we go. Get a little bit of music in there, and we got house music. Alright, so we've got our start working out pretty well. We're already up 1 Pokemon. Manectric comes out. We'll use another Bug Buzz here, but Thunder comes out. Alright, 60%. And the grassy terrain. Do I let Vikavolt go down here? I think I want to let it go down here, to be honest with you guys. Because I still have Varion in the back, and the sticky webs are there. I mean, even though Pelipper will always avoid it. Ooh, good call. The Thunder Fang came out. Good call. Oh, good call there. We'll use Thunder Fang again. Alright. It gets the sticky webs anyway, and I give it a special attack boost. Alright, let's see what he decides here, because he'll probably still be slower than me, even with the special attack boost. And if he has like flamethrower or something, the rain will. All right. And my metric goes down. Rain is still up, which means that the king's. Yep. And that is where we'll bring out Tyranitar here, set up the sand. Probably let Tyranitar go down. Him only comes out. 48%, not bad. Not bad damage. Mach Punch. Sandstorm still is doing damage. Bring up the Bloomin' Onion. And Vine Lash. Jirachi comes out. And we quake. Ow. Unfortunate. Alright. Buddy still takes the damage from the... So... let's try and bat the Kingdra here. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, alright. It resists, but we lower its attack, and it takes damage. Alright. I don't get why House Theme got so much negative negative support. I mean, it's a good theme. Earth Power comes out. Get the special defense. Alright. Okay, Vine Lash is done. 2 more turns of rain. And he sacks off the Jirachi. Kingdra comes out. Do I go for the Outrage here or the Frenzy Plant? Go Frenzy. Ah, I got confused. And Frenzy Plant. Every time that move always misses. Alright. Ooh, so close. Alright. Alright, Pelipper. And he gets the drop. This is going to be close, folks. Can I survive? Not even. I win 1-0. All right. Great game to Lieutenant. Thank you, U.S. Marine Corps, for the good and Disagreedant. Yo, that was a great match, guys. Came right down to the wire. Thank God for them sticky webs. All right, so we will be 3-3 at the time of this recording. Could be 4-3 next week. Could be 3-4. all depends on how the battle next week goes. I will see you guys then for that match.